Welcome back. You're still with us. That's a good sign. Okay, so you started your program, you're doing your thing, but this is something that I want you to start working on within those first couple weeks, okay? So stick with me, get a pen and paper, and let's do this, okay? So at some point, you're going to have to reach out to people. This is not a business of doing things alone. So that's why I want you to start with doing the things. I want you to start with doing the things so that you have something to share. In all honesty, like most of my coaches, they're challengers for a while first. And I prefer it that way so that they have a chance to fall in love with the products and the programs. And they have an opportunity to let this community change their life. Because if you have gotten any of those three things, you have enough. And if you haven't gotten them yet, you will. As long as you lean in. As long as you lean in. I've had people be in this business for a year and not do any workouts and still have their life completely changed. And I'm not saying that that's the best way to do this, but we join this business for different reasons. Some of us, it is because we really truly believe that we were made for more, and we feel that calling and we feel that ache inside of us, and we're not fulfilling that. And this is a place to do that. Some of us just want accountability in their journey. Some of us started this business because they needed to lose 100 pounds and they thought that was the only thing they wanted and needed in life. Some of us start this business for the community and the support that we've never had anywhere else. Some of us start this business because we just don't know what we're doing in our life. Like, we all start for different reasons. And coaching can be anything you need it to be in your life. And that is why I fucking love this business. And that is why this business is for everyone. Is everyone made for this business? No. How will you know that? You just have to find out. But here's the thing. If you really try, if you really go all in and do the things, and you don't succeed in this business, you have still moved your life forward. You have still given yourself something great. There is no losing out in this business if you do the things. These things have changed my life. I honestly want to call this like a whole fucking therapy thing. It's more than a business. It is so much more than a business, but you have to take it there. You have to go all in. You have to do the things. You have to act as if you believe that this shit will work before it does, because it will. But not if you're telling yourself that it won't. So, our next video is going to be about personal development, because you cannot do this business without it. I guarantee, especially if you're on my tribe, I guarantee you've got issues. I've got issues. That's why I can say that. Your tribe, your vibe attracts your tribe. And so if I attracted you here, you probably got a lot of ish rolling around up there, a lot of ish rolling around in here, or a whole lot of fucking ish in your life, and you just don't know how to deal with it. Maybe you just wanted a little something, and that's fine too. Guess what? You're going to get a whole lot more than you bargained for, and that's also okay. So, we need to make the list. This can be really intimidating for new coaches, the thought of reaching out. And so I want to try to explain this to you in a way that feels non-threatening. I want to break it down for you in a way that you have steps and processes, okay? Because when I tend to stop doing things or not even start is when I feel too overwhelmed. I have ADHD, I have depression, I have anxiety, I have chronic pain, I'm a recovered alcoholic. I have literally all the fucking things in that closet back there. I have to break things down. I have to have steps. I have to work from a list. I even have to have like backup plans in place, right? So I am going to be trying, I will do my best to share how I do all those things, how I show up and how I continue to do my business with all the noise, with all, and life, y'all. Life is fucking hard. Life was hard, and life may have even been beating you down before you started doing this business. So here is where we learn how to lean in. The thing that saved my life the most in the last 6, 7, 8 years is leaning into this business. Because life didn't get easier when I decided to get my shit together. You know, life didn't get easier when I got sober or when I started doing the mental work on myself to get out of that negative Nancy mindset. If anything, it felt like it was hitting me harder. So, as your coach, as your leader, and as your mentor, I am going to do my best over these next couple months / years of giving you my armor, of giving you my body armor piece by piece. This is what I put on. This is how I do it. And all of the things, because I have no secrets. I am no one special. I am just a girl who was broken and miserable and found a way out and found tools and a community that helped her get through it. And now I am someone who shares those tools and that community because they saved my life. They pulled me out from my super dark place, from my well. And I hope that's what we did for you. So, oh my gosh, I was not even, right? It's like 6 a.m. too. It's not even 6 a.m. It's 5:50 and I'm getting all like, woo, in the feels. Okay, so let's make a list. You got that pen and paper? I hope so, because I rambled on for a while. Okay. I want you to write down, I want you number 1 to 100. Yeah. So you might need a notebook. I want you to write 1 to 100. We're going to start with 25. Write 21, number 1 through 25 on your paper. Pause me if you need to. Okay, you there? Good. Okay, you got your 1 through 25. These are people who are already in your life. I'm going to do a couple exercises. And as I do this, I just want you to write down names. Okay? We're going to fill up our 25. Listen, I am just going to throw out some examples of things that would make people want to reach out. I am not trying to put any kind of lifestyle on anyone. This is literally just an example. Okay? Okay, these are just examples. All right, let's say you wake up tomorrow morning and you pee on a stick and you're pregnant. Who do you call via phone? And this is important because when we reach out to these people, however you would reach out to these people normal in your life, that's how you're going to reach out to these people. If you would call your best friend, you are not going to send her a Facebook message. That's weird. That doesn't make sense, right? So first off, we approach people how we normally approach people. We don't change this, right? I don't want you to be sales robots. That's what I do not want. So we write down 3 to 5 names. Who you calling to tell them you're knocked up? Okay? That's on your list. We're going to keep adding. You lost your mother. She passed away. Who do you call? Who do you text? And I want you to write down next to these names if you would call them on the phone, I want you to write a P or I want you to write phone. If you would text them, I want you to write text. If you would message them on Facebook, I want you to write Facebook Messenger, right? I want you to actually mark down how you would contact these people. If you wanted someone to watch your daughter or watch your dog, who are you calling? These are your next people you're writing down. These are the people who are already in your life, who you trust, who you already lean on. And we're not just going to ask them if they want to maybe join us. We're going to ask them if they will support us. So it's important to put all these people on the list, whether you think that they would do this with you or not. We need them in our corner. And we approach it from the beginning so that we don't have those negative thoughts rolling around and spinning in our head. Oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to think? Oh, they're going to think this. They're going to think that. No, they're not. Because we are going to reach out to them. We are going to tell them what we're doing, how excited we are about it, and that it would mean the world to us if they would just support us. And we're going to get to that message soon, okay? So we need all those people on this paper though, right? All right, next. You're writing down these names. I hope you're writing down these names as I'm saying these things. I'm not just talking for the fun of it, right? Like I could be sleeping right now. I wouldn't be, but I could be. You won the lottery. Who you calling? Who you calling? You won the lottery. Write them down. And again, if you won the lottery and you wanted to contact this person, how would you contact them? If you wanted to talk to that person, how would you contact them? That is important. It's important to put that down there because I don't want you to feel like you have to do everything through Facebook Messenger, right? Like I want you to be a real person and continue to be a real person with these people who are already in your life. It's super important. And it's important because it makes you feel more authentic. It is important for you to feel authentic and good about how you're reaching out because I don't want you to feel salesy. I don't want you to feel icky because you won't keep doing it. And I don't want you to spam all your family and friends. Like, that's not what we're here for. We truly want to help people and I really want to get these tools into everyone's hands. And if I'm being pushy and weird and rude about it, they're not going to give it a fair shot. And they deserve it. They deserve it more than I do. They deserve these tools more than I want to grow my business. That's why you do this stuff first. That's why you have to do this stuff too. You have to let it change you. You have to grow. I just woke up my children. So there's that. All right. Okay. So we're going to keep going. You just won an all-inclusive trip. Hello? Come on in. You want to go lay with Daddy? It's still nighttime.
I'm not sleeping.
You're not sleepy? All right, you just lay on my lap then. Okay. Oh, you just won an all-inclusive trip to Mexico for you and 5 girls. Who are you taking? Who are you taking? They go on the list. So you see what I'm doing? I'm thinking about things in my life that I would be reaching out to people anyway for. And I'm writing those people down. Because if I would take somebody on an inclusive trip with me, that's probably somebody who I want on my tribe. So you asterisk those people. You asterisk those people because those might be people you want on your team. And we may not ask them right now, but we will ask them at some point. Right now, we're just going to ask them for support. We're just going to tell them what we're doing. We're just going to plant the seeds. More is to come. Okay? You want to go lay downstairs on the couch and watch your right card? You want to sit right here? No, what do you want to do? Okay, go ahead. Go downstairs and go get it. Daddy's still sleeping. He'll be up in a minute. Okay. Okay, so now, if you're thinking, okay, well, this is great. I have like 20 people on here, but I can't think of anybody else. And you said 100. I did. I really did. You are going to continue to work on this list. What I really want from you today, the day that you watch this video, I need at least 25 names. I know you have 25 people in your life right now. Okay? So you find your 25. Those people who it wouldn't be weird if you reached out and had a conversation. You already converse. You were already in each other's lives. It's not weird for you to reach out and say, hey, how you doing? What are you doing this weekend? Like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those at least 25. If you have more than that, great. Keep writing them down. Y'all, when I started this business, I didn't have an Instagram. I didn't know what Instagram was. My sister told me I needed to create an Instagram, and I was like, pfft. So I had obviously 0 followers there. And I think Facebook, I had a couple hundred friends. And my sister was a coach. And half of the friends I had were mutual friends with her. And I said to myself, and I'm sharing this with you guys because it's real and it's legit. And if we have a lot of mutual friends from high school or whatever the case may be, I want you to know this. And so I was sitting here saying, well, half of everyone I know already follows my sister. And she's been doing this for a while, and she already has muscles, and she's already doing this, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just starting, and I'm overweight, and I'm depressed, and blah, 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 blah. I have never struggled to find clients. Actually, for the last 7 years, I have been able to help at least 3 new women a month. And it's because my journey, my story, the reasons why I joined this business, what these tools, what these programs and products do for me is different than what they do for her. And the people who come into my tribe, into my groups, they need what they do for me. And your people out there need what they're doing or what they're going to do for you. And so it's important that we do those things because each of us has a different story. Each of us has a different reason why we joined this business. Each of us has a different goal or vision or something or the person that we want to be to get out of it. And our tribes are going to be different. Chances are they might be a little similar because we're similar. But our tribes are going to be different. The people who you help are going to be different than the people who I help. And that's what I fucking love. I love that there's a seat on the couch for all of us because I can't help everybody. I can't reach people who can't relate to my story. But you can. But you can. So the more women we put on this fucking couch, the more people we can help. Because I can only help so many. I can only help the women who relate to things that I have been through. You have a whole other list of things to connect with women that I do not. And together, we can help twice as many. That's what I want, right? So we have the 25. Here's how we get the rest. Okay, you have people in your life, chiropractor, babysitter, moms at school, softball moms. I'm trying to think of like random people in my life, dance moms, high school acquaintances. Fuck. One of the coaches, my new best friend I went to high school with, we didn't talk in high school. Like we were just acquaintances. Our paths crossed a few times since. They weren't necessarily like really great encounters. One was at a bar where I was justifying my drinking and she actually got into a bar brawl. Like we were not where we are now. But you never know who needs this business. And I don't want you to look at someone's social media account and think they don't need this. Because let me ask you something. Before you started this business, were you sharing what you didn't like in your life? Were you sharing what was missing in your life? Were you sharing how unfulfilled and unhappy you were? No. You were showing the kids, going off to school, Christmas, birthdays, date nights. When you're feeling good, that's when you show up on social media. And I'm not putting you down. That's the norm. I'm telling you that that's the norm. I'm telling you that most people just show up in their highlight reel on social media, and so you can't judge them by what you see. I don't want you to be judging anybody, but don't ever think that this opportunity isn't for someone because they already have their life together, because you have no idea how crazy it is under that facade or whatever. I don't want to say fake because, I'm not trying to call people fake. I know I'm the exception to the rule, and I know everybody, it's taboo to put your dirty laundry out there, and I don't really want people putting their dirty laundry out there until they know how to clean it up in the same cycle and share it that way. But anyways, so jog your memory. Neighbors, classmates, coworkers, people who you used to work out with, people who you used to beach volleyball. I don't know. Listen, I know you know people. And so I want you to keep working on that list. I want you to keep adding on to that list. I know you know 100 people, even if you have to go through your Facebook friends and just write down names, okay? So first we're writing down the names, all right? You made your list. You made your list of 100 people. Last thing I'm going to cover on this video is how to reach out to those first 1 through 25, okay? So we're going to call this our support squad for now, all right? Our first 25. I have gnats from so many plants in my house. It drives me crazy. Okay. So I need you to think about this. I need you to take a couple minutes, and then I want you to send me this message. I want you to send me a picture of your names, of your 25 names. If you don't have the 75 extra, that's fine. We work on those. We add to this list. This is an ongoing thing. I need the 25. I need 25 to start. Okay. So send me a picture of 25 and then send me your message that you have crafted. I will look it over. I will tweak if I think it needs anything. And the only reason why is sometimes we tend to word vomit as new coaches. We get really excited and we just overshare. And when we overshare, it's too much for me. Whoa, no. So I will also teach you how to work through that as well. But this first message, so if it was me, this is what I would say, right? First, I'm going to say, hey, ask how they're doing, whatever, right? If this is a phone call, if this is a text. And I want you to be prepared, because if you're calling them, I don't want you to feel super awkward, okay? And this doesn't have to, I don't want it to feel scripted, right? I want it to feel natural. And so I don't want you to use my words. Got it? That's why I want you to send me what you're sending, and I want to see. Anytime you write out a message or you write out a post, read it out loud. Does it sound like you? Because it should. It should. It should really sound like you. It needs to sound like you. Okay? So the message is going to be hey, how are you? So you're going to fill them in. You're going to tell them that you are starting something new and really exciting. That for however many years you have been struggling with X, Y, or Z. This can be low self-esteem. This can be your weight. This can be depression. This can be feeling stagnant. Whatever it is, what brought you to coaching? Why are you here? What are you looking for? What was missing in your life? This is literally what we're telling them, okay? And this is going to help you also share when we do your, hey, I'm a coach post. These steps are going to help, right? So for me, it would be probably something like, hey, I know you probably don't know this, but you may figure it out soon, because I'm starting something new and I'm really excited about it. I have never felt like I was made for something, or whatever you feel about it. Honestly, it's so hard for me to put words in your mouth like this, but here's the gist. Here is the gist. You are starting something new. You are really excited about it. And why? I just started I started this new opportunity. I started a business this week. That sounds so crazy to say, but it's not just any business. It's focused and centered around my own personal health and fitness, which I couldn't love more because I need to work on those things. I haven't felt like me for a really long time. And it's not fair to my husband and my children for me to keep living this way. And if I'm being honest, it's too hard. It's too hard. So I'm really excited about this next journey, and I've tried things like this before and I've failed before, but this time I have a community. Support that I never had before, and it made me think that I need all the support I can get in my life. So here I am, coming to you saying, I would love for you to do this with me. If you think that you could work or improve, or you would like to do XYZ, if you want to do this with me, if you think that you could benefit from feeling better, from having more energy, from having a supportive community of women, I would love for you to do this with me. I am looking for accountability. I'm looking for people who are already in my life to do this with me so that I won't quit. And if you're not ready, that's fine. I'm still doing this regardless because I really need this. But if you're not ready to do it with me, can I count on you to support me? Can I count on you to like a post when I share it? Because this is new for me. And it's going to be hard for me to share this part of my life and step out of my comfort zone. But I've seen what it can do, and I want it, and I need it. So I need you in my corner, whether you're doing this with me or whether you're just cheering me on. I'm really excited. And I know that your support, and I'm really excited, and your support would mean the world to me, whatever, right? Do you feel it? I fucking feel it because it's there. That feeling of loneliness, that nervousness of feeling like, what is my family and friends going to say when I start sharing this? For some of us, we never even shared pictures of ourselves, and then we're going to be sharing transformation pictures in our bra and shorts, what? And we'll talk about that in a whole another video, and how we can do that several ways, if that's not what you want to do, right? But basically, you are reaching out. You are telling them what you're doing and why, and how important it is to you. You're asking them if they want to join you, either in the business or on the journey. You are telling them that you are looking for accountability because you've failed before, and you cannot fail this time. You are planting the seed. You are telling them what you are doing. And then lastly, you are asking them if you are not ready to join me in this journey yet, because at some point they may, will you support me along the way? And then you even give them examples of, will you show love and share love when I show up? Because telling them ahead of time, when they see, it's different when you tell your people ahead of time, hey, I'm going to start sharing my journey, and this is going to be uncomfortable for me. I've never done anything like this before. And so seeing you like that post, seeing you comment on that post is going to give me some comfort, is going to give me some peace, is going to help me continue to do it. And this is what I need to be doing. I've seen what it can do. You're placing a little bit of vision there for them, but you're telling them what you need from them from the get-go. Your support group, your family, you're telling them how to get on board with you in this business from the get-go. And then when you go to make a post, you don't have to sit in your head and think, what is my family going to say? What is blah, blah, blah going to say when I send this picture? They'll just be there for support. And listen to me very closely. Some people will not. And that's not about you. That is absolutely about where they are in their journey and how stuck they are. And the fact that you're moving forward just reminds them that they're not. And I need you to know that. Because not everybody will get in your corner, and that's okay. Because I'm in there. I'm in there, and so is everybody else on this team and everyone in our challenge group. And we believe in you. I know there is more in you. I know you're here for a reason. And I'll do everything in my power to show you, to help you, to bring out your inner badass and help you become the best version of yourself. So let's get to work. Let's make a list. Send me a picture of your list and your message. And let's start reaching out.